Hi everyone, it's Roland Tech Virtual Assistant. I am Roland based in the Philippines. Today we are going to be having discussion on what is stopping you from taking a virtual assistant as a career. What is stopping you from taking a virtual assistant as a career is a question, right? I know a lot of our audience will be wondering, why is this question coming out right now? And I know a lot of our audience also have this question in mind to ask. It's just that they don't know the right channel to channel it to. So you can as well drop it, come to the comment section, ask your question in the comment section. Tell us what is really stopping you from taking a virtual assistant as a career, or from coming into the freelancing industry and taking a virtual assistant as a career. So you can drop it in the comment section and we can talk more about that. But for now, I have some things to tell you about this particular topic, which is what is stopping you from taking a virtual assistant as a career. A lot of people might think that when you have your computer and your internet Wi-Fi ready, that is all you need to kick off your virtual assistant career. Yes, they are very correct, but there are more to it. There are more to just a computer and the internet Wi-Fi, which is you need to have four particular things in mind before you can kick off your career as a virtual assistant. And these are the four things I come here to give to you in a platter of gold, so you can understand how to start up your virtual assistant career in the freelancer industry. These four particular things are what? You need to have self-confidence, you need to have self-belief, you need to have self-encouragement, you need to have self-motivation. These are very, very important. Coming into the industry as a virtual assistant, you need to have this in mind. After well done prepared your computer and your internet Wi-Fi, you need to have this in mind to kick off your journey as a virtual assistant. And this I make mention of. No other people can give this to you except yourself. Okay, so these are just is coming within. This is coming within from yourself. So you need to do this for yourself, by yourself. So it's very, very important if you want to go far, or if you want to kick off a smooth journey as a virtual assistant. So being a virtual assistant, you have a lot to teach yourself. Teaching yourself means you need to be familiar, you need to be friends with YouTube, you need to be friends with all the search engine like google.com search, like ChatGPT, like most of the AI search engine tools. You need to be familiar with all of this. Remember, I told you in our previous video that if your primary skills, or if you are choosing a primary niche, it should be research. So why did I say so? Because I know research, having a research key is very, very important in the virtual assistant industry. It's very, very important. So you need to have that as a skills. Probably you can choose that as a niche as well, which is research. So it's very, very important. You need to be good in researching from google.com. You need to be good with ChatGPT or Google Gemini, all the kind of different type of AI tools that you are familiar with. So you need to be good with them. And most importantly, you need to be good and familiar with YouTube, because most of the things that you are going to learn being in virtual assistant or taking a career as a virtual assistant, you are going to learn most of them from YouTube. So that is the reason why I told you earlier that you are going to, being a virtual assistant, you are going to learn by yourself. You teach yourself by yourself. So teaching and learning by yourself is for you to research a lot of information from the internet space to be able to acquire some knowledge that you need to build up your career in a virtual assistant. So it's very, very important. It's very, very necessary, and it is mandatory that you do that as a virtual assistant. So it's not just about having your computer and your internet, because most people have their computer and internet, they don't actually know what to do with that, or they don't know where, how, and when to start up as a virtual assistant. So I am here telling you today that there is no time too late, there is no time too early. The time is now. So if you can start up your career, your journey as a virtual assistant, or you take it as a career, you start up your journey as a virtual assistant right now, give yourself 1 week or 2 weeks. Definitely, you will know your way around being a virtual assistant, because you are going to learn a lot of interesting things being a virtual assistant. You are going to navigate a lot of skills. You are going to navigate a lot being a virtual assistant. So that is the reason why in my previous video, I advised that if you are coming into the industry the freelancer industry and starting your career as a virtual assistant, it is very, very good or important that you start as a beginner. You start as a general virtual assistant, because starting as a general virtual assistant in the freelancer industry is going to teach you a lot, and is going to expose you to a lot of activities or a lot of skills that you need to learn being a general virtual assistant. So if you have these four particular things that I make mention of earlier, which is having your self-motivation, having your self-belief, having your self-confidence, then having your self-courage, then you are very prepared. Then you are prepared to take that, to take the next stage or to take the next step and begin your virtual assistant career. So it is very, very important that you understand all this and know when and where to start from. So if there is anything you are not understanding concerning my lesson, or you are overwhelmed about this, feel free to drop your comments in the comment section. So let's talk about it more. Meanwhile, if this video interests you, feel free to give it a like, subscribe, and follow for more. You can as well share this video for many audience to see our lessons and follow our video as well. See you in the next video.